Okay, hi everyone, here we are again. We're going to continue looking at annotating chapter 14 of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas with the aim of coming up with some character analysis for Gretel. So in my last video, we started analyzing character and we had color coded what I am annotating. So just to review, here we have S, which is pink, and what does S stand for? It stands for speech. T, which is orange, and that stands for the thoughts. E, which is green, it stands for the effect that the character has on others. A, which is purple, stands for the actions of the character. And L, which is yellow, stands for their looks. Now, when I say looks, remember, it doesn't mean they have short hair or they have blonde hair. That tells me nothing about their character. Looks, that tells me something about the person's character in the book, okay? Not looks just physical appearance or blonde hair, as I said, looks that indicates to me something about their character. Okay, so we finished off, or we had mentioned that Gretel had made a raspberry sound through her lips, and that was classified as an action. Let's continue and see what else she did, okay? Or what else she said, or the other effect that she had on others. Right below the raspberry sound, do you remember what a raspberry sound means? It means doing this, which definitely tells me something about her character. It means she's aggressive, she's mean. Right below that, here we have a little mini paragraph that says, Gretel didn't rise to the bait on that one. What are you doing? She repeated, irritating Bruno even further. So I underlined what are you doing in pink because that is speech. But then I used green, irritating Bruno even further. And the green is, excuse me, the effect that she has on others. And it says right here, she's irritating Bruno. So that's the effect that she has on Bruno. And that effect that she has on Bruno tells me something about her character. It tells me that she is annoying. It tells me that she is someone who bugs you. Okay? And so that is definitely going to be included in my character analysis of Gretel for this chapter. Okay? Let's continue down. There's some more green. There's some more pink. There's a lot of pink. There's purple. And what's purple again? Well, purple is the action. Let's see what she said here. Now, this was kind of an interesting one because this is her speaking. Bruno, she said in a threatening voice. But I actually used pink for speech and purple for action because threatening, I thought, was also kind of an action. So she is making Bruno, maybe, feel her action, maybe makes him feel a little uncomfortable. And the action is threatening with her voice. So I thought that the threatening voice could be speech and action, okay? But immediately afterwards pointed a finger at him. That is definitely an action. If I point a finger at you, that's going to tell me something about, that's going to tell you something about my character, okay? Let's see what else we have. Now this was very complicated here. I highlighted it as being green, and green is going to be the effect she has on others, but here it's not obvious. You have to kind of read between the lines, you have to guess. And so if you take a moment to read this passage, you can see that the effect that she has on Bruno is to make him really think about what he's going to say next. And in fact, he says he's an imaginary friend. So he, in this part here, lies to his sister. Here we definitely have this is a look. Gretel opened her mouth, stared at him. Maybe it's an action. Excuse me, I think it's a look. So she is looking at him like, shocked. And this is telling me something about her character. Immediately afterwards, she breaks into a laugh. An imaginary friend, she cried. Aren't you a little old for an imaginary friend? That's speech. So right here we have a look, we have an action, and we have speech right one after the other, and it's telling me a lot about Gretel's character. Here it's telling me that she is arrogant, that she's not kind to her brother, that she's making fun of him. And this paragraph here I think is very, very important, as you can see from my highlighting. Okay? And then I go down and there's a little bit of orange. We haven't done orange yet. Orange is thoughts. And it says Gretel is delighted with herself now because she had something on him that she wasn't going to let it drop in a hurry. Oh, she really likes torturing her brother. And so this thought of her being delighted with herself is indicating to me that she is, again, this supports my other ideas. She's not nice. She's arrogant. She thinks she's better than he is. She has got something here. She's delighted with herself, and she's not going to let it go. And she's really going to keep on bothering her brother a lot. And so that means that she's, again, as I've said many times, she's arrogant. It means she's unkind. It means that she's aggressive. That's what she's doing here. And here we have something which is a little bit different, but it's still quite negative. Here it is, again, orange, so it is a thought. And it said she had recently had a birthday and turned 13 and thought that sarcasm was the very height of sophistication. What does that tell me about her? It tells me again that she thinks that she is very important, which again supports the idea of arrogance. She thinks she's very important. She thinks she's better than Bruno. She's not kind. She's not a friend. She's not someone that Bruno can trust, okay? And this is the characterization that is coming through here in this part here through her thoughts. Okay. Here we have an example of sarcasm. He sounds like a barrel of laughs, said Gretel. I wish he were my imaginary friend. You can hear her voice. You can hear it. And this is her speech, and that supports here the idea that she thinks sarcasm is the height of sophistication. Okay? The effect that she has on others, here it is. She's being so mean here because she's pretending. She's teasing him. She's pretending that she has an imaginary friend. She says no one except my own imaginary friend. And for one moment, Bruno, poor Bruno, he believes her. He gasped. Do you know what gasped means? It means he went like this. And this is the effect that she had on him. So I underlined that in green. So she was very convincing. She was shocking. She was very powerful over him. She shocked him. So she has a very strong personality. She has a very strong character. That's why I underlined it in green. Okay? Anyway, you can see the other things that I have underlined here. Here's a wonderful one, flounced out of the room. Flounced is a very kind of snobby, kind of arrogant walk. She thinks that she's really something special. She flounced out of the room, so that's why it's definitely an action. And again, it supports everything that we've said about her in this chapter. And so you can see what I've highlighted here. So now that I've done my annotations and I've coded them in color, now I can begin filling in the chart, filling in that table that you had to fill in for homework, okay? So what I'd like you to do is to look at this video again, look very carefully at the annotations I've made, copy the annotations I've made, press pause on the video, make some extra annotations, and then you'll really get a good idea of Gretel and of her character using the steel approach, okay? Okay, that's all for now, so bye, and I'll see you next time.